Isa sa mga assessment notices na marireceive ng taxpayers sa Bureau of Internal Revenue after tax audit investigation ay yung tinatawag na Final Assessment Notice. Kung agree ang taxpayer, bayaran mo using the BIR form number 0605. Kung disagree naman ang taxpayer, malamang, madalas, file ka lang ng protest sa Bureau of Internal Revenue against the Final Assessment Notice. However, meron po tayong tinatawag na strict guidelines sa pag-file ng protest against the Final Assessment Notice sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Otherwise, magiging final, executory, and demandable yung Final Assessment Notice pag hindi sinunod ng taxpayers yung strict guidelines sa pag-file ng protest. It means, kukolektahin na to ng Bureau of Internal Revenue sa BIR using the warrant of garnishment, warrant of distraint or levy, o kaya naman ay, worse, tax evasion sa Department of Justice. Ngayon po, pag-aralan natin ano ba yung tamang paraan para sa pag-file ng protest sa Final Assessment Notice sa Bureau of Internal Revenue para makapag-comply tayo ng tama at maiwasan natin yung mga samot-saring tax trouble na yan. Let's start. Ito po yung itsura ng Final Assessment Notice. Actual po itong Final Assessment Notice galing sa Bureau of Internal Revenue through Regional Director. So, ang title niya po ay Formal Letter of Demand, pero may naka-attach to na Final Assessment Notice yung title niya. But in practice, ang tawag lang namin dito ay, for the simplicity, Final Assessment Notice in practice. So, we have dated February 19, 2019, galing sa BIR. Tapos, sabi niya, Madam, please be informed that after investigation, pursuant to letter of authority, dated November 21, 2017, there has been found due from you deficiency income tax and value-added tax for taxable year 2016 as shown hereunder. So, income tax natin, we have deficiency income tax 14,709.92 and we have value-added tax na 389,926.80. Total deficiency taxes 404,636.72. Ngayon, in practice, yung taxpayers minsan binabayaran niya na to kung tama. Pero in practice, ang nababayaran pa lang ng taxpayer based on our consultation sa atin is yung malilit lang na amount na agree yung taxpayer. Example, yung mga compromise penalty, hindi nakapag-submit ng annual inventory list, so babayaran mo, doon ka lang agree, yun ang bayaran mo using the BIR form 0605. Kung ano lang yung agree ka. O kaya naman yung expanded withholding tax, agree naman yung taxpayer, talagang hindi nakapag-withhold, hindi nakapag-remit sa BIR, malit lang naman yung amount, di naman milyon-milyon, di naman daan-daang libo, mga 10,000 lang, 15,000, 20,000, agree yung taxpayer, bayaran mo. Expanded withholding tax using the BIR form 0605. Yung ibang income tax deficiency, value-added tax deficiency, and other tax type na deficiency na sinisingil ng BIR na nandito sa ating Final Assessment Notice, kung disagree ka, protest. So, partly agree, paid, partly disagree, protest. Pwede pong ganun. So, pag nag-protest ka, i-attach mo lang yung 0605 na katunayan na binayaran mo yung partly agree dun sa protest letter mo sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Attachment siya sa protest natin. Okay? So, ngayon po, yung strict guidelines sa pag-file ng protest against the Final Assessment Notice ay makikita po dito sa Revenue Regulation number 18, Series of 2013, dated November 28, 2013. Ito po yung amendment sa Revenue Regulation number 12, 1999, implementing the due process requirement in the issuance of the deficiency tax assessment sa ating mga taxpayer in accordance with the Section 228 of our tax code. Okay, so Section 228, tapos in-implement siya ng RR 12, 1999, tapos may mga amendment yung RR 12, 1999. Isa sa mga amendments itong RR 18, 2013. So nandito yung rules natin sa pag-file ng protest against the Final Assessment Notice. Hanapin po natin. Ito po, Section 3.1.3. Formal Letter of Demand and Final Assessment Notice. The formal letter of demand and final assessment notice shall be issued by the Commissioner or his duly authorized representative. So, dalawang tao lang po ng BIR ang nag-i-issue ng Final Assessment Notice. Tandaan niyo yan. The Commissioner of Internal Revenue or CIR and the duly authorized representative or DAR. Isa sa mga DAR ng Commissioner of Internal Revenue is yung Regional Director. Hindi po pwede Revenue District Officer, hindi po pwede Assistant Revenue District Officer. The Final Assessment Notice calling for payment of the taxpayer's deficiency tax or taxes shall state the facts, the law, rules, and regulation, or jurisprudence on which the assessment is based. Otherwise, the assessment shall be void. So, dapat po yung assessment na binigay sa atin ng BIR may factual and legal basis. Otherwise, void. Ito po yung rules natin sa pagpaprotest. The taxpayer shall state in his protest, number 1, the nature of protest, whether reconsideration or reinvestigation, specifying newly discovered or additional evidence he intends to present if it's a request for reinvestigation. Number 2, the date of assessment notice. Ito po yung date of assessment notice. Makikita nyo po dito, February 19, 2019. And pangatlo po natin ay the applicable law, rules and regulations or jurisprudence on which his protest is based. Otherwise, his protest shall be considered void and without force and effect. So, tatlo po yung requirements, malinaw. Nature of the protest, reconsideration, or reinvestigation. Nandito rin po yung definition ng reconsideration or reinvestigation. Ayan po, reconsideration and reinvestigation. So, in short, the reconsideration, wala ka ng additional newly discovered evidence or supporting documents na i-attach mo sa protest mo to support your protest against the final assessment notice na ipapasa sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Kasi lahat ng supporting documents mo, previously, nasa kamay na ng Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, wala ka ng newly discovered supporting documents attached to your protest. Lahat nasa kamay na ng BIR. Example, nakapag-file ka ng protest sa Notice of Discrepancy. May mga attachment yun ng supporting documents natin to support our protest against the Notice of Discrepancy. Hindi pinansin ng BIR. In-ignore lang yung protest mo. Nagbigay ng preliminary assessment notice, which is the same lang, identical assessment notice, except for the increase of the interest. So, nag-file ka ulit ng protest sa preliminary assessment notice natin. In-attach mo yung mga same supporting documents mo na naka-attach sa Notice of Discrepancy na protest. Hindi pinansin ng BIR. Nag-issue lang din ng identical final assessment notice except for the increase in the interest. Ngayon, pag nag-file ka ngayon ng protest sa final assessment notice, naka-attach yung same relevant supporting documents na in-attach mo sa Notice of Discrepancy and preliminary assessment notice, ang magiging nature na ng protest mo against the final assessment notice ay reconsideration na. Kasi lahat ng supporting documents na ipapasa mo ngayon as attachment to your protest against the final assessment notice ay meron ng kopya yung Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, reconsideration na lang siya. Okay? Example naman ng reinvestigation. Ito po, reinvestigation. Ito po yung pagkapasa ng protest protest against the final assessment notice of Bureau of Internal Revenue with newly discovered documents or evidences supporting our protest against the final assessment notice. So yung new, merong new supporting documents or newly discovered evidence sa reinvestigation. Sa reconsideration, wala. Sa reinvestigation, meron. Example, yung isang taxpayer na tinulungan natin, nag-consult sa atin, naka-receive siya ng final assessment notice, pero wala silang nare-receive na notice of discrepancy. Walang nare-receive na preliminary assessment notice. Hindi natin alam kung sa pinapa-receive ng BIR yan. Tumakbo at dumiretso ng final assessment notice. So, pag-file ng taxpayer ng protest against the final assessment notice, ang nature of our protest is reinvestigation na lang. Kasi hindi pa namin na ibibigay previously yung supporting documents na naka-attach dun sa protest against the final assessment notice. So, wala pang kopya yung BIR previously na mga supporting documents or evidences supporting our protest against the final assessment notice na ipapasa ngayon sa kanila sa BIR office nila. So, ang nature ng protest namin doon ay reinvestigation. Tapos, pangalawa, the date of the assessment notice. This one, ito pa yung date ng assessment notice sa may upper right-hand corner. And pangatlo is the applicable law, rules and regulations or jurisprudence on which his protest is based. Otherwise, his protest shall be considered void in effect. May nangyari ganito, nakwento sa atin. Nag-consult sa atin. Yung isang taxpayer na sa malayong lugar, kasi pwede mag-consult sa atin na online, through Zoom, if you want ng online consultation to your tax troubles or tax audit, kung ano man yan, message nyo lang kami sa Facebook page natin, Accounting Tutorial Center. Pwede tayo maglaan ng consultation sa inyo, mag-schedule tayo, 1 hour, online, through Zoom, may investment fee lang tayo nababayaran. Okay? So, message nyo lang kami sa ating Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center, para ma-send namin sa inyo yung details. Consult siya sa atin after niya na mag-file ng protest sa kanyang final assessment notice kasi late niya nang nalaman yung ating Facebook page, yung ating Small Company Accounting Tutorial Center. So, tinignan namin yung final assessment notice niya, tapos tinignan namin yung protest na ipinasa niya. Yung protest na ipinasa niya ay invalid. Bakit invalid? Isang page lang. Isang page lang yung protest na pinasa niya sa final assessment notice. At wala doon yung nature of protest niya, whether reconsideration or reinvestigation, kagaya po nito. Wala yung date of assessment notice, at mas lalo nang wala yung applicable law, rules, and regulation or jurisprudence, or in short, the legal basis to support yung kanyang protest. Wala yung mga tatlong elements na yun para maging valid yung protest niya against the final assessment notice. So, tinignan namin yung kanyang final assessment notice, lagpas na ng 30 days. Kasi ang pagpa-file ng protest against the final assessment notice ay 30 days. 30 days from the date of the receipt of the final assessment notice. Not from the date of the final assessment notice, but from the date of the receipt. Kung kailan mo siya natanggap, bibilang ka ng 30 days. Dapat within 30 days, nakapag-file ka na ng protest mo sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Okay? Ngayon, nagpasa ng 30 days. Ano mangyayari doon? Ang mangyayari doon, maging final, executory, and demandable yung kanyang final assessment notice. Kasi even if nag-file siya ng kanyang tinatawag na protest na invalid, na in-acknowledge niya lang, acknowledgement lang hindi talaga siya protest, pero acknowledgement lang siya within 30 days, kukolektahin niyo ng Bureau of Internal Revenue through warrant of garnishment, warrant of distress or levy, o kaya naman ay tax evasion sa Department of Justice. Ngayon, i-check nyo na mabuti yung natanggap nyong final assessment notice. Okay? Kasi sa pagpa-file ng protest against the final assessment notice, bibilang ka lang ng 30 days from the date of receipt. Dapat nakapag-file ka na ng valid na written protest. Pupunta ka ng BIR office para magpasa ng written protest yung nasusulat. At naka-attach doon yung mga supporting documents mo. Okay? Kung reconsideration yung protest natin, within 30 days tayo, kasama na yung mga supporting documents doon, relevant supporting documents ang tawag, naka-attach na doon within 30 days. Kung reinvestigation naman, pasa ka within 30 days ng protest, tapos within 60 days from the submission of your protest, dapat makapag-file ka na ng relevant supporting documents kapag reinvestigation. So, sa reinvestigation, meron tayong tinatawag na 30 days, 60 days. 30 days, file ka ng protest, tapos 60 days, may pasa mo yung mga relevant supporting documents. Sa reconsideration, walang 60 days, ha? Reinvestigation lang yan. Ngayon, hindi namin nire-recommend na gamitin mo pa yung 60 days sa reinvestigation kasi baka makalimutan mo pa yung date. Magiging final, executory, and demandable yung assessment sa'yo ng BIR. Mag-file ka ng protest within 30 days, whether or not reconsideration yan or reinvestigation, naka-attach na doon dapat yung lahat ng relevant supporting documents nyo. Okay? Huwag nyo na hintayin yung 60 days kung reinvestigation kayo kasi baka makalimutan nyo pa. Okay? Ngayon, nag-drop na po tayo ng written protest para meron kayong guidelines sa pagka-file ng protest sa Bureau of Internal Revenue, hindi na kayo mag-iisip. Meron na kayong guidelines. Ito po yung guidelines natin, naka-Microsoft Word, na-edit siya, ibibigay po namin sa inyo, didiscuss po namin sa inyo paano nyo makukuha yung ating free template ng ating protest letter. So, we have date, tapos may heading tayo, naka-address yung ating protest sa regional director, kung sino yung pumirma ng inyong final assessment notice or formal letter of demand. Title niya ay Letter of Protest. Dear Sir, this has reference to your formal letter of demand and final assessment notice, fund for brevity, dated July 26, 2023 o date of assessment notice, ilalagay, nakapag-comply tayo. Tapos, resulting from audit investigation, dated July 26, 2021, date ng LOA to. Itong date ng LOA, hindi naman siya required. Optional lang siya. Nilalagay lang namin para may reference tayo anong LOA na ginamit. Okay, reference lang to. Pero hindi siya required. Said final assessment notice was received only on September 6, 2023 through housemaid. Ito yung receipt date, kung kailan mo siya natanggap, hindi naman siya required para maging valid yung protest mo against the final assessment notice. Optional lang siya. Nilalagay lang namin siya kasi dito magsisimula yung counting ng 30 days pagpa-file ng protest sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Not from July 26, 2023, the date of assessment notice, but from the date of receipt on September 6, 2023. Optional, pero mas maganda, highly recommend ilagay nyo yung date of receipt ng final assessment notice. Tapos, lagay mo rin kung sino nag-receive. Okay? And pursuant to the provision of Section 228 of 1997, Tax Code as amended in relation to provisions of RR 12/1999 as amended, we respectfully offer this written protest in the nature of request for reconsideration. O, na-meet natin yung tatlong requirements para maging valid yung ating protest against the final assessment notice. The date of assessment notice, the legal provisions of our protest, and the nature of the protest, which in this case, reconsideration, or depende sa case nyo, pwedeng reconsideration or reinvestigation. Ngayon, sa baba, isa-cite natin yung constitutional right natin na no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Tapos yung ating mga other constitutional provisions, naka-state na dito, template natin to, edit na lang. Merong technique sa pag-file ng protest sa Bureau of Internal Revenue aside from complying dun sa validity requirements ng ating protest. Check po natin itong final assessment notice / formal letter of demand. Ayan po, makikita nyo, we have income tax deficiency and we have the value-added tax deficiency, total 404,000. Pag pinrotest mo siya, hindi mo siya ipoprotest ng isang buo na 404,636.72. No. Ipoprotest mo siya one by one, one bite at a time. Parang we are eating apple. So, hindi mo siya kakainin ng isang buo. Kakainin mo siya one bite at a time. So, example natin. Ito po, cite po natin yung section 228, naka-template na po ito. Pwede nyo pong baguhin, pwede nyo dagdagan, pwede nyo bawasan, depende sa case nyo, depende sa trip nyo. Pero in practice, ito yung ginagamit natin, in-edit lang natin siya. Okay? So, ngayon, ang pagpo-protest po sa final assessment notice after you satisfied the validity requirements, yung date of assessment notice, nature of the protest, tapos yung legal basis ng ating pagpo-protest, section 228, it is one. Isa-isahin mo siya. Example, binigay sa'yo muna income tax deficiency. Ito muna ipoprotest mo, income tax deficiency muna. Pangalawa, yung value-added tax deficiency. Okay? Pero hindi mo ipoprotest yung buong total deficiency income tax sa 14,709.92. No. Ipoprotest mo siya step by step, one bite at a time, audit finding. So, sa pagpo-protest ng final assessment notice or other assessment notice ng BIR, applicable din to, like the notice of discrepancy in the preliminary assessment notice, ipoprotest mo siya per audit finding. Per tax type, per audit finding ang pagpo-protest. Hindi mo siya kakainin ng isang buo. Hindi mo siya ipoprotest ng isang buo. Okay? Kasi hindi mo siya mapoprotest effectively kapag isang buo. So, ipoprotest natin siya effectively per tax type and per audit finding per tax type. So, hahatiin mo yung assessment, tax type, tapos yung tax type natin, hahatiin mo pa siya into audit findings. So, titirahin mo ngayon, aatakihin mo ngayon yung mga audit finding per tax type. Example po nito, perusal of the final assessment notice disclose 3 items or 3 audit findings resulting to income tax assessment of, ilalagay nyo lang dito yung total income tax assessment natin. Usually in practice naman yung final assessment notice, inuuna lagi yung income tax assessment eh. Value-added tax, tapos withholding tax, tapos administrative penalties. So ano yung mga audit findings na bumuo, kaya ka nagkaroon ng total income tax deficiency? Ito yun, ilalagay mo dito. Number 1, kokopyahin mo lang, tapos ilalagay mo yung amount. Yan. Tapos number 2, ilalagay mo din yung amount. And number 3, ilalagay mo din yung amount. Number 4, number 5, depende sa case nyo. Tapos aatakihin mo siya ngayon, step by step per audit finding. Example nito, on the above enumerated number 1 item or audit finding, depende sa inyo, I respectfully disagree. Kung sole proprietor ka, kung kayo ay corporate taxpayer or non-individual taxpayers, we. Okay? I respectfully disagree. So, agree ka o disagree? Disagree. This audit finding lacks factual and legal basis. Kasi, bakit siya magiging disagree? Kasi wala siyang factual and or legal basis. Remember yung section 228 ng ating tax code, dapat yung assessment ng BIR sa atin ay dapat may factual and legal basis. Pero yung pag-check ng factual and legal basis ng assessment ng BIR, hindi siya total assessment, hahanapan mo ng factual and legal basis. No. Yung factual and legal basis under section 228, ina-apply yan sa audit finding, per audit finding. Hindi yung buong income tax assessment, hindi yung buong value-added tax, hindi yung buong expanded withholding tax, no. Per audit finding yung hanapan o yung compliance ng BIR sa factual and legal basis. Pag walang legal basis, walang factual basis, absent yung isa, void yun. Okay? So sabi niya, gross income from undeclared purchases. May gross income ba from undeclared purchases? Isipin mo sarili mo. May legal basis ba yun? So in accordance with our law, wala. Kasi sabi niya, this one, ito po ibibigyan namin sa inyo ng free. The three elements for imposition of income tax are, there must be gain or profit, that the gain or profit is realized or received actually or constructively, and it is not exempted by law or treaty from income tax. Okay? Income tax is assessed on income received from any property, activity, or service. Wala pong income from undeclared purchases or undeclared expenses. Okay? This is the Supreme Court decision. Tapos may naka-footnote tayo, makikita nyo. Naka-footnote tayo ng mga legal, ng mga Supreme Court decision natin. Kasi katulad po nito, naka-footnote po yung Supreme Court decision natin. Kasi yung Supreme Court decision po, ang tawag doon na jurisprudence. Legal basis po yun to support our protest against the BIR tax assessment. Huwag kayong gagamit ng CTA. Kasi ang CTA decision, hindi po yan final. Subject pa yan sa review ng Supreme Court. So, hindi nyo po pwedeng gamitin as legal basis or jurisprudence yung CTA decision. Always use Supreme Court decision natin. Okay? So, ganun na pa pagpuprotest nito, step by step, one bite at a time per tax type and per tax, sa tax type na income na deficiency assessment sa atin ng BIR, example, income tax, hahatiin mo pa siya further into audit findings. Tapos yung audit findings, yun yung ilalatag mo dito ngayon sa ating protest, tapos yun yung ipoprotest mo step by step. Agree ka ba? Disagree? Disagree, madalas yung taxpayer dyan, malamang. Tapos ano yung, kung disagree ka, ano yung factual and legal basis mo naman, taxpayer. Yun. Kung ang BIR tax assessment dapat may factual and legal basis para maging valid, yung protest ng taxpayer dapat may factual and legal basis din to support our protest. Okay? Hindi lang Section 228. Other tax code provision, other revenue issuances, and Supreme Court decision depende sa tax audit finding na ibinigay sa inyo ng Bureau of Internal Revenue na makikita nyo sa Final Assessment Notice, Notice of Discrepancy, or Preliminary Assessment Notice. Itong technique ng pagka-file ng protest at yung technique natin ng pagpo-protest sa Bureau of Internal Revenue against a tax assessment, ito ay applicable din naman sa Notice of Discrepancy and Preliminary Assessment Notice. Kaya kapag hindi pinansin ng BIR yung protest mo sa NOD, sa Preliminary Assessment Notice, pwede mo i-copy-paste yung ginamit mong protest against sa Final Assessment Notice, edit mo lang siya. Okay? Maliwanag po ba? Ngayon, this is 9 pages. Itong protest letter natin ay 9 pages po yan. Marami po yan. Edit nyo lang yan. Ngayon, ibibigay po namin sa inyo ng free para may magamit kayo. Kapag nag-avail po kayo ng ating RWB book po, mga kapal, tax audit. So sa RWB book po natin, meron po tayo dito mga other templates din ng protest letter against the BIR tax assessment in addition dito sa pinakita namin sa inyo kanina. Marami pa po tayo dito mga templates against the BIR tax assessment na magagamit yung reference sa pag-file ng protest nyo sa Bureau of Internal Revenue para makapag-comply kayo ng tama at hindi maging final, executory, and demandable yung BIR tax assessment. Ngayon, hindi nyo ito babasahin para pag-aralan kasi very highly technical yung mga terminologies na ginagamit sa BIR tax audit and assessment ng Bureau of Internal Revenue. Ipapaliwanag natin siya through our ATC online tutorial videos. Meron tayong discussion step by step to explain step by step yung contents ng ating RWB book. Marami tayong mga videos na ma-access nyo lang sa ating website. Package na po yun. Yung ating ATC online tutorial videos to explain the contents of our RWB book from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment. And itong hard copy ng ating RWB book, package na siya. Free delivery nationwide. Avail na po kayo, 9,999 only. One-time investment, wala na kayong ibang babayaran sa amin. Now, kapag nag-avail na kayo ng ating RWB book, meron na kayong pre-consultation, wala na kayong babayaran sa amin, pre-consultation or support on our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center. Pwede nyo i-send sa amin yung LOA nyo, letter of authority, or final assessment notice, or other assessment notice, or other BIR letter, para mabigyan namin kayo ng consultation or recommendation kung paano i-handle yung BIR audit and assessment sa inyo, ng company nyo. Okay? Avail na kayo sa mga RWB book owner natin existing na nakapag-avail na po. Mag-message lang po kayo sa Facebook page natin, Accounting Tutorial Center. Ibibigay po namin sa inyo yung template. Libre po, wala pong bayad. I-send po namin sa email ninyo. Sa mga wala pang RWB book, mag-invest na kayo sa education ninyo. Huwag kayong umasa lang lagi sa accountant nyo, bookkeeper nyo, or kakilala nyo sa accounting firm o taga-BIR. Mas maganda po yung taxpayer may alam pa rin sa BIR tax audit and other BIR tax compliance. Mas maganda na may alam tayo kaysa wala. Okay? Naliwanag po ba? And check nyo sa website natin, atcbebe.com. If you want to order our RWB book, visit our website, atcbebe.com. Or you may message us on our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center, para send namin sa inyo yung details kung paano mag-order ng ating RWB book. One-time investment fee only against your BIR tax assessment and audit para hindi na kayo audit pa taon-taon, every year, at sisingilin ng kung ano-anong malalaking tax assessment na hindi naman totoo. Bloated sa madaling salita. Okay? Maraming salamat po. Sana ay marami kayo natutunan sa topic natin today kung paano ipoprotest correctly yung ating final assessment notice. Okay? Paliwanag ko ba? Maraming salamat po. Kita-kits po tayo sa mga other helpful videos natin. You may check our YouTube channel, Accounting Tutorial Center, and Facebook page. Marami po tayong pinopost na mga helpful videos natin, tutorial videos. Okay. Subscribe now and follow us. And order now if you want to avail our RWB book po. At makapag-aral na kayo ng tax audit from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment anytime, anywhere, basta may internet connection kayo. Okay? Bye-bye! See you po sa mga next topic natin. Subscribe and follow us.